Have you ever felt smothered by someone else's worry about what you're doing or who you are? If you have, this video is for you. I've felt that. Most everyone I know has felt that. So let's talk about that energy and how to get it out of your space so you can move forward with confidence and clarity. My name is Kristen Piers and I help people get unstuck. One of the ways that I do that is I help people identify the energy that's not theirs and to get it out of their space. So today we're going to talk about the energy of worry from other people. So let's take a look here. You have been excited. Here's our scenario. You've been really excited. You've got a new project. You've got all of your resources lined up and you go share it with someone you love. And let's say you've been feeling yay, right? And here we are. Yes, feeling so good. Heart is big. Look at that. That's how you were feeling. And then you tell this other person over here, and they're like, I don't know about that. I'm so worried about you. You're not going to be able to do it. You're going to destroy your whole life. Okay. Now, what that feels like for me is them casting a blanket over me. And the blanket is smothering. Okay? They have now put their energy into my space. Oh, I forgot to define my space. So let's go ahead and show you what my space looks like. Before I talked to them, my space looked like this. At least that's what it felt like. And then here they come. They're like, plunk. And from feeling great, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that. Oh. And you go from happy to not happy, that's what we're going to have to do there. That's the version of not happy we're going with today. And our little heart breaks, and maybe it even falls to the floor. Okay? We want to restore your energy to fully charged, and that involves getting their stuff out. All right? There's their stuff. Now, when other people are worried about us, particularly the people that we love, they're really just saying, I care about you. I love you. And the best way they know how to say that is, I'm worried and I want you to stay safe. And what you're talking about is beyond the normal of what I'm used to for you. And that's not safe to go beyond the normal. Okay. Now, if you know that's what's behind the words, you know that they love you. And that's all you really need to connect with is, oh, they love me. Not everything else. Like, well, explain your plan and do this and you shouldn't do that. That's like more trash dropped off in your space. You're like, I don't need that. I need the lightness of my idea and my being in order to move forward here. I need you to take these back. Which telling them that in words is just going to lead to a fight and more aggravation, which is going to take away from your forward momentum. So where do we go from here? Let me show you. Others worry out. All right, so here we are. We want to be restored back to goodness. And we said, here's my energy space. They've crashed my party. What we want to do is we want to get grounded. We want to feel the grounding. Connect to the center of the earth. I have a video for that. We want to exhale what's not. Inhale self. Okay? Which is going to, here, we're going to show you the breathing face. And we're going to add the arms, but one thing you can do is put your hand on your heart and put another hand on your pelvis. strong areas in your body. Pelvis, strength, holds everything above it up. Heart, emotional. Reinforce it with your own goodness by touching your heart space. Breathe. So breathe. Ground. And connect. And then we can say, with this connection, come back into that space of empathy. What they said hurt. Said hurt. It's okay. Exhale them back. Inhale yourself. We're going to make them little teeny tiny over there. Because that person's going to do what that person's going to do. But we want to send it back. So, ground. If I'm going to put order to this, number 1 is ground. 2 is to breathe. 3 is to connect. And then the connection will say empathy. It's okay. What they said hurt. It's okay. I'm going to move on. And in this case, I'm going to say, I accept love and only love. There are times when people's concerns are valid and their worry is valid, but it doesn't need to be in your space. You can hear it out there, bring it in and assess and connect with the concerns, but the energy of the worry just gets all over the place. I'll tell you, like the energy of the worry, it's like static. And it can be out there, their space is probably filled with it. But in your space, you want the energy of your dreams. Like, yes. This is me. This is what I care about. This is who I am. And I get to have more of what I want in my life. There's our grounding cord. There you go. I get to have more of what I want. I get to have the inspiration too. It's going to come in and give me great ideas. So this is bringing yourself back to center. As you bring yourself back to center and bring more of your energy back to you, there is less space for their energy in your area. So this becomes the goal of what you want. Again, going back, ground, breathe, exhale their worry back to them. Inhale yourself. Connect with your heart and your pelvis. 4, give yourself empathy. And saying, yes, what they said hurt and it's going to be okay. And I'm going to move on. I accept love and only love. Rinse, wash, repeat. Keep doing this process. And you might find other words or other methods that support you. But the important thing is when somebody is worried and they put it in your space, give it back. Send it back. Take a moment to know that's not your energy and send it back. You send it back by filling yourself up and making less space for their stuff to live in your space. Thank you for joining me today. See you again soon.